same objective as Monday. Solve systems of equations by substitution. You have negative 5x equals 2y minus 36 and x equals 5y plus 18. The first thing I am looking for is a variable that is by itself completely. And here we have x. X is equal to 5y plus 18. That 5y plus 18 can be substituted into the other equation in place of x. When you do that, instead of writing x next to the 5, you write a set of parentheses and insert 5y plus 18. Then finish out the rest of that equation. You must distribute the negative 5 through that quantity. That means negative 5 times 5y is negative 25y. And negative 5 times 18 is negative 90. And then you have the other side of the equation. You have variables on both sides. You must get the variables on the left. You already have a negative 25y. Move the 2y from the right over to the left, change the operation to minus 2y. And move the minus 90 from the left to the right, make it plus 90. And then simplify. Negative 25 minus 2 is negative 27. And then negative 36 plus 90 is a positive 54. Divide that 54 by negative 27 to get an answer of negative 2. If y is negative 2, then you can replace y in this equation with negative 2. So that's going to be x equals 5 times a negative 2 plus 18. That's a negative 10 plus 18, which is going to be 8. Your answer is an intersection point between these two equations. They both represent lines. You graph the lines, they cross, and that point is the solution to this system of equations. The x value is written first, and then the y value second. The variable that is by itself is x. That means that this expression can be substituted in for x in the other equation. So that would be 4 times the quantity, negative 2y minus 7. And then minus 3y equals negative 28. Distribute the positive 4 through the parentheses to get negative 8y minus 28 minus 3y equals negative 28. Negative 8y minus 3y is negative 11y. Move that negative 28 from the left-hand side to the right and make it positive 28. Simplify the right side to get 0. And divide 0 by negative 11. Y should be 0. Since you have y equals 0, you can plug it into this equation for y. X equals a negative 2 times 0 minus 7. And that's going to be 0 minus 7, which is a negative 7. Your solution should be negative 7, 0. You have that. You can come up here and explain it. Yep. Yep. All right, 2 out of 10. There must be questions. What questions are there? If you get to a point where my work does not match yours, then you have done something wrong. If you know what that is, that's fine. You don't need to ask a question. But if you don't know, then now's the time to ask. Or if you don't want to ask questions in class, then come to intervention. Don't want to come to intervention? Watch the replay of this tonight after school. If you don't want to do that, then I'm not sure what else there is to do beyond that point. But you certainly, at some point in here, your work didn't match up with mine. Does anybody have any questions about how they missed this problem? No? Okay. Well, get higher than 2 or 3. Alright, so we have y by itself here. That means 3x plus 26 can be inserted into this equation for y. So that would be negative 4x equals negative 8 plus 4 times the quantity of 3x plus 26. So distribute the 4 to get 12x plus 104. And now we want our x's on the left, so we already have a negative 4x. Move this over, make it minus 12x. Keep your negative 8 and plus 104 on the right. This is a negative 16x, and this will be a positive 96. Divide the positive 96 by the negative 16 and come up with negative 6. So insert that negative 6 into this equation and get y equals 3 times a negative 6 plus 26. That's a negative 18 plus 26, which will give us an answer of positive 8. So negative 6, positive 8 is your solution for the problem.